Hi everyone, my name is Carolyn Auger.
And I'm Steve Blagrave.
And we're back again to talk about healing modalities when it comes to childhood sexual abuse. But it really can tie into any kind of trauma that you've had as a child. And some of the things that I've had to go through, of course, for those of you who haven't done any kind of healing, your first step, of course, to see a psychologist. And that sometimes, you need to find the right one, even if it takes a few. And, on that conscious level, you definitely need to deal with what has happened to you, any kind of trauma. You have to be able to face it, to be ready to work through it. And talking about it is fabulous. Finding a professional that will help you learn coping mechanisms, learning to accept what has happened. I wrote in my book about how I stopped asking why. And you didn't know me in my 20s, but I was a very negative, very glass half empty kind of person. I felt sorry for myself. And I just decided at one point, I don't want to be angry. I don't want to have a cloud over my head. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Life is a blessing. And whatever happened must have a purpose. So I kind of mustered everything up and had to work a lot, not only on a conscious level, on so many different levels. And, one of the biggest modalities that helped me is on the spirit, on the soul level with energy work. I worked with somebody who is brilliant and a woman who I've been seeing for 15 years because something as deep as childhood sexual abuse and then other things, they don't just get fixed like that. And you have to be ready. Let's face it, everybody has issues and it's lifelong because they say once we have no more issues, we're not here anymore. So I'll deal with the issues because life really is a gift. And, you've helped me so much. And times I've gone for energy healing, and I'll explain it a little bit. You were kind of like, what are you going for exactly?
Yeah, I never knew anything of it. I was very fortunate. I feel I had a blessed childhood. Nothing traumatic happened through our family, close friends. And I always used to just tell people, I always was very positive. And I used to say, to the family, don't worry, nothing's going to happen to you because you're under my umbrella. I called it an umbrella, just good things where things would work out and would be fine. You called it the universe and energy. So we were kind of talking the same thing, I just didn't understand.
Yeah, the kind of work. And
kind of work you were doing.
Yeah, and with regards to the energy field that we're all surrounded by. So, the best example is when you walk into a room and you feel somebody's energy, you meet them and you're like, whoa, you don't like, right away, you don't even know why. That's part of our energy and we all have it and we're all connected on a certain level. But when you've been traumatized a lot, and it could be as a child, but it could be, you could have had an easy childhood and then something happens in your adult life, and it could be a divorce, a loss of job, anything, a death of a parent, that it affects your energy field. And in order to heal that, you need somebody who is an energy healer. And the best way, and I explain this in my book, it's like too many things come at us. There's think of a screen door. It's like little, big windstorm could come through. And if the screen is all intact, not much is going to happen. If there's holes in the screen, pebbles can come through and things come through that are damaging to your house. So it's the same on a soul level. If you're weakened and you're in a weakened state, you can't handle as much in this life. So I really encourage you, whatever you've been through, to really look up. One of the energetic healers that I saw, she did a technique called EMF balancing. And it's a very, very powerful thing that even recently I had to go back because I did a challenge as of September to really shed extra weight that I was always unhappy about, but it was like I wouldn't do it. I'd start a little bit and then self-sabotage and start, and I decided, you know what, it's enough. It's time that I just do whatever I need to, because I work out, eat well, had to change a few little things with wine that we enjoy a little too much.
Yeah, wine.
Yeah. So really what ended up happening is feel better about myself, but along the lines in wanting to help other people, I posted pictures, and they're not horrible pictures, but in the meantime, I posted them and I freaked out. I burst into tears, and I knew that there was something that had to be fixed. And again, it was on an energetic level. It wasn't in a conscious mind, and it was something that had to be fixed that did get fixed. It was, and it's hard to explain to people because it's like these templates in our soul, that have to be released and replaced with positive emotions. So I had to go through an exercise of visualizing all the negative things somebody said to me about, my body when I was a teenager and a young kid, and then replace it with such positive thoughts. And very importantly, telling my abusers no, and visualizing the act and seeing it in a completely different way. And that seemed to be a huge, another shift. And this is after years of doing different things. So I highly encourage that, and I highly encourage, stop abusing yourself, because when we've been abused, it's like an easy thing to abuse ourselves, whether, like I talked in the last video about being in abusive relationships, but we also abuse ourselves, whether we don't take care of ourselves, our body, our, how we eat. So that too is really key. I can't emphasize how much it affects your mind when you're eating poorly, too much sugar in your diet, not the right nutrients, you're not feeding, you're not fueling your brain. It makes everything that you're going through and battling even worse. And you've seen it, and the kids when they were young would go to a movie, I'd have sugar and I'd come home and I'd be like a bear. So, really just find the help. And if you want to reach out to me, we do videos on Facebook. We try and help and encourage people to eat better and exercise, and we kind of share what we do. So I really hope this has helped you guys, and that you can find the help you need to get to a point in your life where you're happy with somebody in your life. And again, this affects men and women, whatever kind of relationships. Just love yourself for who you are, and be strong, and know that there are other people out there that have suffered and have survived and been better for it.
And take care of yourself.
Yes.
It's the main thing.
Absolutely. So thank you all for listening, and have a great day.